okay? So now though, if I, say my business, say I have, a lodge in the Smoky Mountains that I rent out, okay, for hikers, okay? I would definitely want to go to hiking.
I found it.
Did you?
It's over on the right-hand side of the search, and it's in gray, and it's not in red.
I'll have to take a look at that. I want to see that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they change things.
Yes, they do.
I tell people all the time, this is one job that I've had that I can always be made a fool of, you know, because they change things.
But I'm not getting the
But-
follow. I'm following directly with you, and
it could be because you don't really have things set up yet, okay? And that's why I said look up here, you know, because I wanted to show you this. Okay, so if like I said, if I have a lodge in the Smoky Mountains that I'm wanting to rent out to hikers, I would definitely want to hit follow. Because then what's going to happen is those people that have hiking boards and so forth, their pins are going to feed into my news feed. Okay? And so with that, it makes it more accessible for me to find people as potential clients. Then, whereas before I had to just search for them, okay? But now I can say, oh, well, yeah, I want people like that. So, and then that way, when you click on this red Pinterest here, okay, see, this is your news feed. So all the people that are following me, I'm seeing what they've pinned.
that's cool.
And so, you know, something stands out to me, then I can repin it, you know, whatever. So you see, if I click on that hiking in that feed there, I'm going to have more hiking pins there. So it makes it a lot easier for me to shop for clients, so to speak.
So you're saying right now, if I hit something and it says pin it, it's gonna go on
Your board,
my board,
okay? So for example, like this one right here, if you'll look up here,
Mm-hmm.
I click on pin it, and I'm saying this because y'all don't have a lot of boards yet, most of you, okay? Now, and you see, I clicked on it and this comes up, okay? And you see it says pick a board. So what I do is, I look at my boards and make sure you do this, because sometimes I don't, and it goes on the wrong board. But then I would look down through here, and I would find,
Those are your boards now
those
that
are
you're looking
my
at.
boards,
Okay,
exactly, and these are all the titles on my boards,
Okay.
okay? So let's say I wanna put it on top 25, you know, I'm just
Okay.
doing something now, okay? Then I would do that, and then I would click on pin it.
So if you go to the wrong board, can you move from one to the other? Oh, okay, good.
Can you unpin
I
it
love
too?
undo.
Now, what you have to do is, if you pin it to the wrong, because I do that, I'll get in a hurry, you know, and forget. You know how you do something. Now mine's being weird.
You just did it, right?
It's her fault. Look at that. Look, mine came up on the other side. That is so weird.
See, that's where mine was.
That's weird. Okay, so I'm just going to one here. So here for my real estate board, okay? Let's say that this one right here is on the wrong board.
Mm-hmm.
Then what I would want to do is go to the edit right here. It's always a little,
Oh, okay, the pencil, okay.
okay? Well, let me back up. The first thing you want to do is click on pin it and repin it to the correct board.
Okay, all right.
Wait a minute, okay.
That's the first thing you want to do. And then you would do that and click on delete pin to get it off of that board.
Okay.
Okay? I have been known to do that several times.
In the wrong order, and
Do it.
you did the edit, delete before you link it.
Then I have to find the picture again. Okay, now let's get to creating boards and so forth. And that's why I can't
To the
believe
good
you
stuff.
jinxed me.
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
No, you jinxed
I
it.
jinxed her. I said mine's on the right, it's not in the left.
so weird now.
Maybe they're doing an across-the-board change gradually.
They have, you know how I knew that Pinterest was making some changes? Is that because Pinterest has been acting kind of quirky. For example, the dance film one of the boards all of a sudden became a secret board again. and you're not supposed to be able to go from public to secret.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was, you know, I'm like, how did that happen? So, you know, I called Judge Amy and said, did you do something here? She's like, no. But quirky things like that happen when they're making changes. So I knew they were doing something, you know,
Probably went to a previous version.
something anyway. All right, now, when you are creating your boards, and that's why I said you want to start with those categories, okay? And you saw the importance of those categories. Also, if you take a look here in the search box, let's type in events, okay?
And hit go and hit
And
enter.
it usually defaults to pins. Hit enter,
Okay.
okay? Now, if you look, and you can look up here or look at yours, but if you look through the descriptions, more than likely, somewhere in that description of that pin is the word event. See? So here the robot's going out and they're looking. Is that word in the description? If so, it's going to show up here. Then, but if you click on boards, look at the names of these boards. See?
Everything in the world, right?
Yeah, but you see why that's so important? And then, if you click on pinners here, what comes up are the number of people that have in their name the word event.
That's great.
See?
That's incredibly valuable.
And you would not believe the number of people that never even noticed these three little buttons right here. The pins, boards, and pinners. You know, they never pay attention to it. But you see how you, let's face it, the competitive edge, right? And so if I were some type of event planner, I would go to these pinners and I would look and I would see, okay, this person right here has 8,182 followers. Okay, she must be doing something right, right? So I'm going to go to her account and I'm going to take a look and see where she's located, you see?
Falls Church.
Yeah, And I'm going to look at her boards and see what she has there. And that gives me some ideas about what to do with my account. And personally, I would follow her. And because one, I can then see what she's posting, okay? But the other is, she's got 8,182 followers. If I'm following her, my pins are going into her feed to 8,182 followers.
If you're following her or if she follows you back?
If you are following her, it will show you your followers. So see, if you're following her, you're a follower of her, so yours is going to go into their feed.
Because but she's not going to see me unless she follows me back.
Yes, you will, because you're following her. It will be in her feed, the feed right here that I was talking about earlier.
In
Your
my
pin-
profile and pins.
Yes. No, if you click on Pinterest, the red word Pinterest,
Right.
okay, then your pins, if you pin something, it's going to show up in that news feed there.
Oh, if I pin something of hers?
No, if you just pin something, anything that you pin.
So if you're
Like right
follow-
now I'm looking at I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you're following 10 different people and you pin something, it goes to all those 10 people plus all their followers.
Then why would they follow me
Wow.
back?
That's why we say it's exponential.
Wow, I'll say.
It
Okay.
is totally.
Yeah, no, I'm only seeing
Okay.
people I actually follow in my Pinterest feed. I'm not seeing people I
That's
don't
because that's your feed.
follow. In Pinterest, right.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, your pins will show up in her feed. You can't see her feed,
Okay.
okay?
Can you see the followers on your feed?
I
The
can see
people
how
that
many
are
people.
following you, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you see here, you have your account here, me. And over here is them,
Uh-huh.
okay? So I go and I start following them.
Right,
So every time, and then over here is their general feed, you know, where you click on that red Pinterest. Okay?
right.
Because I am a follower of them. Every time I pin something over here, it's gonna show up in this feed.
For
Okay?
who?
For her, for them, that's their Pinterest.
Because there are people who follow me who I don't really think are fabulous.
There's nothing you can do about that.
I mean, in Facebook, I can hide them. I don't see their feed. And if I don't talk to them, I never see their feed.
Well, on Pinterest, you really shouldn't care. I mean, that's, yeah,
It's
there's nothing you
exposure.
can do about it, yeah, because it's just a feed.
Unless you're being totally stalked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then why should I care how many followers I have?
Because that means it, for.
I mean, how many, yeah,
Does it put you higher up on the rankings?
Well, no, it does, but it doesn't, that's not necessarily true. But, for example, right here, I have, I keep forgetting I go over here. Okay, I have 930 followers.
mm-hmm,
That means every time I pin something on one of my boards, it's going into the feed of 930 people.
right,
Okay, if just one of those people has 8,000 followers, then there's the potential of 8,000 more people seeing my one pin. And that's what people don't understand about Pinterest and how powerful it is. Because that one pin can become very viral. Okay? And because it's exponential.
now on Twitter,
Don't forget about Twitter.
well, no, but it's a follower, it's the ratio of follower
Well,
follower
this is,
thing.
Pinterest is totally different from Facebook, Pinterest, or,
So-
Twitter, any of those.
Should I be following less or more people than follow me?
I would want to follow, I say you want, especially originally, you want to follow as many people as you feel like are in your
Niche.
market. And so, for example, if you look at my account here, you can see, and this is just because, you know, I'm working on other accounts, so I don't have time to look, but you can see I have more followers than I'm following, okay? But if you look over here at this one, which I'm managing, look at this. I have 206 followers, but I'm following 659 people.
Okay.
But that's because I have gone out there and looked for people
Who might be useful for
who
that.
might be useful for me, and they just changed something else. Wow.
Then
They're working on it.
I'm telling you.
I keep on being invited to participate on boards.
And you want to do that.
How do I invite more people if I don't have their email?
What you have to do is you either put it up here in your profile. You know, if you would like to be a pinner on my quote board, email me at, put the email address, or you create a board and have it on there, like on the cover.
But,
Yeah.
okay, so I should create a board saying, I'm happy to
Mhm.
share pin boards,
Mhm.
email.
Because see, what that does, that increases your chances even more.
Well, that's how I got so many
being-
followers. I don't do
exactly.
Pinterest at all.
Yeah, that's exactly. So, you know,
I don't know how I got all these followers.
I have all, you know, I'm fortunate in that my name is Pinterest because I get all these, so see like right here, Pinterest Humor is a board that I was invited to join, okay? Look at the number of followers on there.
Oh.
Wow.
And that gets me out there in front of that many people in their feed. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they saw it, okay?